What is good, everyone? Yami Diddz here, welcome back to the channel and to the 4th episode of the series Overwatch Changes Necessary or Unnecessary. And I'm especially happy about this episode because I'm finally making a video about the character that I've always loved since the beginning. It was one of the characters that actually attracted me to the game, that actually made me start playing Overwatch. But it's also a character that I feel needs improvement based on the meta changes that have happened in the last few months. For those of you who know me, you already know what I'm talking about, and for those of you who don't, I'm talking about the French Baguette, the Overwatch best sniper.
No one can hide from my sight.
Now, I'm going to do this video a little bit differently from the ones I've done previously. Previously, I just jumped immediately into the abilities. I explained what I would change in each ability to improve the hero. But right now, I'm going to explain to you guys generally why I think Widowmaker needs some changes before going into the specifics. Widowmaker is obviously the sniper of Overwatch. I know we have Enzo, we have Ana, we have other characters that can also snipe right now since the damage fallout has been taken away from them, like McCree or Ana or Soldier. I mean, it's not been taken away, but it's been decreased. Mei is basically a sniper right now too. But anyways, this makes it that Widowmaker, even though it's still reliable, even though it's used a lot, because people love her, because people love sniping other characters, I think it needs some changes in very specific abilities to make her a bigger part of the meta. Because yeah, in the Overwatch League and in the upper tiers where players are really amazing and they can basically hit every single freaking shot they point at, they're not like me where they basically take 2 shots to kill every character, she's really reliable. She can just turn the tide of a team fight by killing 1 or 2 heroes and making it a 6 versus 4 really fast. But she's never really a must-go DPS in most cases. She's never really the DPS people choose or think they should go to win a game. But with the changes I'm going to talk about next, I believe she can actually be a must-pick in most games, and not just in maps that are made for snipers, but in other maps if, you know, the players are willing to adapt, like you should in games like Overwatch. But anyways, let's start with the abilities right now. Her first ability, the Widow's Kiss, that comes in Assault and in Sniper form, it's basically what she's known for. And right there you can already see a huge difference between her and the new heroes that are coming into the meta. She is an old school hero from Overwatch where she doesn't rely too much on her cooldown abilities and relies a lot on her normal shots. But I feel this needs to be changed a little bit. In her first ability, in the Widow's Kiss, the Sniper form is perfect as it is. It's a sniper, it's what everyone loves. Yeah, the 1.25 seconds that takes to fully charge the sniper is a little bit annoying, but think about the consequences of having a sniper at 100% power every time you press the right click. Widowmakers will just obliterate the opponent's teams because they wouldn't even need to headshot people, they wouldn't even need to take a bit to aim. They'll just keep shooting and shooting and shooting until they got some kills, and that's not what you want, that's too overpowered. So it's perfect as it is, leave it as it is. About the assault gun, I believe it should be changed a bit because it's too much spread damage. Yeah, I know right now that her bullets do more damage than Soldier's gun, but Soldier shoots a lot faster and precisely. Widowmaker's assault gun shoots like 10 bullets a second, but only 3 or 4 of them actually hit what you want to. Widowmaker is supposed to be a sniper, so I do realize that you can't give her a really powerful and precise assault weapon, or she'll just start being used as an assault hero. But why not just change the assault weapon a little bit? Make it that it shoots less bullets at a time. They can even be a little bit weaker, but make them more precise. Compared to Enzo, compared to Mei, compared to a lot other DPS or sniper characters, she doesn't have an ability that can help her save herself when somebody charges at her in close range fights. Even though she's a sniper, she's Overwatch's main sniper. The way the game is played, you need to have some better way to survive a close range fight, or else people are just going to keep diving on you and killing you every time. That's not reliable. And since you're so far away from your team so you can get your sniper shots, you have no one to protect you. So just give it a little bit more precision on the assault rifle, even if that means making less shots per second and making them a little bit weaker. I think that would help her out a lot in her survivability. And talking about Widowmaker's survivability, here is the ability that has been causing so much changes in Widowmaker across their Overwatch long existence. I mean, the hook has been changed so much, or at least the cooldown time has been changed so much that nobody knows what's going to happen next. It has been 12 seconds, then it was changed to 8, now it was changed to 10. I still think 10 seconds is too much. Like I said before, she has very little ways of surviving close range fights, or even from escaping those close range fights. Enzo has his storm arrows and his double jump that charge super fast. Widowmaker needs her hook to be at 8 seconds. I think it was perfect when it was 8 seconds. Well, she was flying around a bit too much for some people. That's the point, you're not supposed to be easy to kill. If you're easy to kill, you are not a threat. So in my opinion, the hook should go back to an 8-second cooldown. Doesn't matter how many people are going to bitch about Widowmakers flying around and hitting shots, because that's what they are supposed to do. Just dive on her and kill her after she uses her hook. Pay attention to when she uses the hook and then dive, instead of diving randomly and then bitching about Widowmakers escaping. Okay? Just learn how to play the game instead of asking for heroes to be nerfed. But the worst thing about the hook is not even the cooldown time, is the fact that it is one of the most bugged abilities in Overwatch. We don't even know the distance it can shoot. Sometimes it can shoot long distances, sometimes it can shoot long distances, sometimes it's stuck somewhere, sometimes it doesn't stuck. We don't understand how this hook works. So many times that I'm trying to use the hook to go a little bit faster to the point after I'm killed, and I can't do that because the hook doesn't get stuck on anything. Just take away the auto aim that the hook has for some specific zones or some specific ledges. Just throw the hook where I'm pointing the hook. If I point it to the wrong direction, that's my fault. I need to learn how to use it and not rely on the stupid auto aim that most of the times just make it a precise maximum distance from the hook instead of depending on where you're aiming at, and people will be a lot better with it. Now here is an ability that I've been struggling from the start. Widowmaker's Venom Mine. Widowmaker's Venom Mine is amazing in the sense that it allows you to keep sniping, it allows you to keep paying attention to your targets, while the Venom Mine pays attention to your surroundings, or at least helps you control your surroundings. But my issue with the Venom Mine is that it's too easy to counter. It's so easy to spot, it has such a huge cooldown time, and it does barely any damage compared to the cooldown time that it has. So what I think should be changed is not the fact that it's super visible, because you need stuff to be visible like Junkrat's Trap or Aim and Mind. I mean, that shit needs to be visible, or else you just keep killing people without them being aware of it. If you place it properly, it's fine, your enemies won't see it, you just need to learn how to place it properly. But the thing is, you need to do one of two things: either increase the amount of damage the bind does, or decrease the cooldown time. Because 12 seconds for something that only does 75 damage, and if they get healed the damage stops immediately, it's too much. I don't think the cooldown should come down, because it allows you to see through walls and does damage to a hero. What I think should happen is that when someone steps on the mine, besides being visible through walls and losing 25 to 30 HP immediately, they would lose damage passively over time, 15 HP per second until it reaches 75. But just like in Nana's anti-heal grenade, where you can't get healed during the duration of that passive damage, if someone stepped on the mine, during the effect of the venom, they would be losing damage and they would be unable to be healed or heal themselves. That would be a huge game changer for Widowmaker. Besides doing the assault gun changes that will allow her for a better survivability in close range, this mine would not just help her control the environment around her, but would also help her in panic moments where she's in close range fights to show this at enemy, and they would lose passive damage and be unable to be healed or heal themselves. This would be perfect, and it would fit into the team of the spider, because that's what happens when you get bitten by a spider. The venom spreads, and you cannot heal yourself, and you know you are probably going to die, and you just need to be there waiting to see when that's going to happen. So besides being amazing for the gameplay, it would also fill the lore of the character perfectly. And finally, Widowmaker's ult, Infrasight. Many people complain about her ult because they don't realize how important and how game-changing can be to see your enemies through walls. Maybe your Widowmakers are using the ults wrong and using them on the wrong time. It's not just for them to get kills, it's for the entire team to stop an attack. Your entire team can basically get a huge advantage on a team fight or delay a push just because Widowmaker's ulting. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't need a bit of a change, but I'm not saying take that away from her. The Infra Sight is a huge part of Widowmaker's arsenal, and it's perfect for her ult, because you can't just ever go around using the Infra Sight as an ability, the same way Enzo's uses his sonic arrows, because that would be too OP. Enzo uses his sonic arrows in specific areas, and Widowmaker's Infra Sight is used on the entire map. So let it be her ult. I just think it should have one change to be more game changing. When Widowmaker's ulting, her sniper should not need the 1.25 recharge time. I mean, that's what ults are supposed to be. Ults are supposed to be game changing for your team and for your character. Yes, seeing your enemies through walls is already a huge advantage, but you still need to hit those shots. If they just go around avoiding them, you don't do much of a difference. And you see other heroes' ults like Junkrat, like Hanzo, like D.Va that are completely game changing and don't need that much skill. So why not put it that during her ult she can see through walls and then an entire team can see through walls, but her sniper is already powered up to the point where it doesn't need recharge time. During 12 or 15 seconds, you may lower it down for 12 seconds if you're doing this, I guess. Widowmaker can see everyone, and every single shot she takes is at 100%. It doesn't need cooldown time, it doesn't need anything. I can guarantee you, if you change your ult like this, lots of more people will want to learn her, will be better at her, else she will be a much more reliable character with a very effective game-changing ult. That's what she needs right now. The two things she needs right now is more survivability at close range and an ult that actually feels game-changing, not just for the team but for the character herself. But anyways, those are the changes I'll make to Widowmaker. I've been thinking about these changes a lot since, like I told you guys, Widowmaker is like my favorite character in this game, and it's actually the character that brought me into the game. But anyways, tell me what you guys think. Do you agree with these changes? Do you think these changes would actually improve her to the point where she deserves to be, or will make her too OP? Do you think Widowmaker is just useless? Do you think she's perfect as it is? Just share your opinions, that's what this channel is about. Everyone sharing their own opinions about the stuff I talk about, I guess. And while you're at it, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel because it helps me out a lot. Also, I'm kind of running out of ideas for changes in Overwatch heroes, so in the comments please also tell me which heroes you think I should try to change to make them better and make a video about it. I'll make a huge effort even in heroes that I really don't like that much, like Doomfist or Bastion, but I'll make an effort for you guys. Anyways, this video is already running too long. Thanks for watching, see you next time.